Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive?
I am. Let's do it.
Today, we're taking a look at Anderson .Paak.
Oh, nice.
But, we're going beyond just his music.
Right.
We're going to be looking at an interview he did recently where he talks about some of his new ventures, his creative processes.
Cool.
So we'll be talking about what drives his evolution, his collaborative spirit, and all the unexpected twists his career is taking.
It's true. It really does seem like he's found a way to navigate between music and DJing and filmmaking.
Definitely.
It's really fascinating.
And speaking of unexpected, I think we got to talk about DJ Pee-wee.
Oh, yeah.
This is his persona with that black bob wig, if you've seen pictures of it.
Yeah. It started as kind of a joke.
Really?
Like just a lighthearted experiment.
Ah.
So picture this. They're doing these intense Silk Sonic recording sessions with Bruno Mars, like lots of creative tension.
Oh, wow.
Paak decides to throw on a wig.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just as a way to break the ice and, kind of release the pressure and inject some fun.
Yeah.
So it was all fun and games, but then it transformed into this whole DJ career,
No way. That's amazing.
Yeah. The energy of DJ Pee-wee, we just took on this life of its own.
Wow.
So he started doing these vinyl-only DJ sets, and he's exploring house music, even 80s sounds.
It's a totally different side to him.
It is.
Like, I wouldn't expect this from Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
And so, okay, if that's not unexpected enough, how about this?
What?
DJ Pee-wee is going on tour with Disney. The House of Mouse tour.
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
That is so cool.
Imagine him spinning alongside Mickey and the whole gang.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting, I think, is how they're incorporating all this cutting-edge technology.
Oh, really?
Like, they're talking about doing DJ battles between Paak and Disney characters.
Oh, wow.
All powered by visuals, interactive elements.
That's so cool.
But it's really a fusion of his style with the classic world of Disney, so it's going to be nostalgic and futuristic.
It's kind of the perfect matchup.
Right. So we've got this playful side of Paak with DJ Pee-wee, but then there's a deeper layer to him, too.
Yeah.
In the interview, he talks about his gift of bringing the best out of other people, which really kind of highlights that collaborative spirit.
Yeah, and you can really see that in his work with Bruno Mars, with Silk Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
Paak actually admitted that Bruno pushed him to think more about song structure, and the live performance aspects of music.
Which he hadn't really focused on as much before.
Yeah.
That's really interesting that Bruno was that open to collaboration.
Yeah. He's known for being pretty private with his process.
Yeah.
So the fact that he was so open to working with Paak and letting him into that process, it speaks volumes.
Totally.
And actually, connecting this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
this is kind of interesting, this playful acting they did together.
Oh, yeah, and the smoking out the window music video.
Exactly. That's actually what sparked Paak's interest in filmmaking.
So we're talking about that music video where they're like those cheesy lounge singers.
Yes.
I love that video. It seems like he was having so much fun. Like, that's when he realized that he could do this movie thing.
Totally.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And now that brings us to his directorial debut.
K-Pops.
Yeah. Which premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival.
Huge.
Yeah.
And you know what makes this project particularly fascinating?
What?
The personal touch.
Okay.
So it's inspired by his son's love for K-pop.
That's cute.
I know. And it stars his son.
Ah.
So you really get the sense that it's an expression of their father-son bond.
Yeah, I love that.
And, there's this amusing anecdote in the interview talking about how his son eventually moves on from K-pop to bands like Nirvana and Slipknot.
That is so funny.
It's kind of mirroring Paak's own teenage years when he was into harder music.
Yeah, so you can really see that generational echo there.
Totally.
And I think that could even be a theme that's explored in the film.
You're right.
Something to look out for when you watch it.
I wonder if he's using the film to tell a broader story about how music connects generations.
Totally possible.
And maybe his son's evolving taste is a metaphor for his own journey.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's cool.
He makes K-pops really intriguing.
Well,
on the surface, it's just a lighthearted film, inspired by K-pop.
Yeah.
But beneath that, I think there could be these layers of meaning about family, identity, and the evolution of musical taste.
Okay, so we've covered a lot, from DJ Pee-wee's origins to K-pops. Before we move on, what's standing out to you so far? Like, what's sparking your curiosity?
Well, I think it's really interesting to see how this playful energy that we talked about with DJ Pee-wee, it actually translates into like this very intentional approach to collaboration in his work.
You know, it's funny you say that because when I was reading through the interview,
Yeah.
that really stood out to me too. It's like he's not just,
Right.
goofing off.
He's deliberate.
There's a method to it. It's like he's choosing people that can bring something unique.
Absolutely. This
Yeah.
isn't just random
Right.
experimentation. It's like recognizing his strengths and his limitations and then finding those collaborators that can push him further.
Yeah, and we see that with Bruno Mars.
Exactly.
We even see it with K-pops, with his son.
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes that project so interesting. It's not just a film, it's like a personal journey for both of them.
Right, and it gives us a glimpse into their creative bond.
Exactly. And it even goes beyond just the father-son story.
Right.
Because think about it, he's weaving in his son's passion for K-pop, which turns into rock music.
Yeah.
It's like the subtle commentary on how these cultural trends shape us and how they can change over time.
It makes you wonder if he's using the film to connect with the audience in a different way.
Right.
Maybe even like introduce a new generation to his work through this shared love of music.
Oh, totally. Like, he's always been about pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
And what better way to do that than by stepping outside of his comfort zone and exploring K-pop,
Right.
but doing it through this personal story.
It's like he's saying, I'm more than just a musician.
Yeah.
I'm a storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to experiment and explore new ways to connect with people.
And that's what makes him such a compelling artist.
Totally.
It's the constant evolution, the refusal to be put in a box.
Yeah. It's exciting. It makes me so curious to see what he does next.
I know. Like a DJ Pee-wee album.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That could be epic.
Or what about if he goes full on into directing?
Oh, yeah.
Like I can totally see him doing these bigger, more ambitious film projects in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe even combining music and film in a way we haven't even seen yet.
Oh, imagine like a musical directed by Anderson .Paak with DJ Pee-wee on stage spinning a vinyl.
We need to get you on his writing team.
I know. I would love that.
But seriously, the possibilities are endless.
They are.
And that's what makes it so exciting to follow his journey.
It's true.
You never know what he's going to do next.
Yeah.
But you can bet it's going to be interesting.
And that, to me, is the hallmark of a true artist.
Yeah.
Someone who can surprise you, delight you, and push those boundaries.
Push the boundaries. I love it.
And Paak does that in every way.
So before we get to the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to leave you with this question. If you could collaborate with Anderson .Paak on any project, what would it be and why? What unique skills or perspectives could you bring? What story would you want to tell together? We'll be right back for the final part of our Anderson .Paak deep dive, so take a moment to ponder those possibilities. We're back. Man, thinking about everything we just talked about with Anderson .Paak, it's pretty inspiring.
It is, right.
Like it really shows you how those creative boundaries are just meant to be broken.
Totally. Like, he doesn't let anything limit him,
And it makes you think like, maybe we can all do that a little more.
Oh, absolutely. Like, you never know what you might discover if you just get out of your comfort zone.
Exactly. So let's kind of bring it all back to the core of Anderson .Paak.
Okay.
We've gone on this whole journey from musician to DJ to filmmaker.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you had to capture his driving force in like just one word,
That's a good question.
what would it be?
I think for me it's evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah. Like, he's constantly growing and exploring new things, but he never loses himself.
That's it. It's that willingness to change,
Yeah,
try new things, but still stay true to who he is.
exactly.
And you know what I think really sets him apart?
What's that?
It's that connection he has with people.
Oh, definitely.
Whether he's on stage as Anderson .Paak, spinning his DJ Pee-wee, or directing K-pops,
Yeah,
he's always trying to connect with people through his art.
you're so right. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Anderson .Paak,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with this. What can we all learn from him?
Yeah. What can we take away from his journey and use in our own lives?
Well, I think it's that reminder to embrace change,
Yeah.
to not let fear stop us.
Don't be afraid to try something new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And collaborate.
Yes. Collaboration is key.
And never stop learning.
And always be open to evolution.
I love that.
So remember that as you go about your day.
Keep evolving.
Keep evolving. And thanks for joining us on this deep dive.